Iran's missile blitz is tonight believed to have killed more of its own soldiers than Israelis after a launch pad disaster. Sources reached close to launch sites at Karaj, west of the capital Tehran, confirmed hearing at least one unexplained explosion as ballistic missiles blasted off on Tuesday. Once told us she heard a muffled explosion as other missiles took off towards Israel more than 1,000 miles away. Word then spread that at least 2 Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps troops were killed and 12 injured by the major malfunction, and the death toll could be higher. Locals were said to have rushed into the streets on hearing the sounds as streaks of flame roared into the sky above the secret military research base. Other unverified reports suggested as many as 5 IRGC militia were killed as a 22-ton missile exploded on takeoff. Iran has not commented on its operation except to issue claims it struck 90% of its targets, sparking jubilation on the streets of capital Tehran. But Israel has insisted its high-tech Iron Dome and other ground-to-air defences intercepted nearly all of the 181 ballistic missiles fired and confirmed no Israelis were killed. If these reports are true, Iran's £230 million ballistic launches succeeded only in killing a handful of its own troops and a single Palestinian on the ground in Israel, but not a single Israeli. And the epic failure is set to rebound further as Israel prepares to strike back with far more devastating attacks on its arch-enemy's nuclear and oil plants. US President Joe Biden has urged Israel to respond proportionally to the attack and does not want to strike nuclear sites. But Israel's strongman PM Benjamin Netanyahu and his military advisors believe there may never be a better moment to stop Iran's mullahs getting nuclear weapons. The regime's scientists are already known to be enriching uranium and could be just months from getting their hands on an atomic warhead. And Netanyahu may yet choose to strike first to stop the Middle East being held to ransom by a nuclear-armed terror state. Heavy fighting continued in southern Lebanon as Israeli troops clashed with Hezbollah's elite Radwan force fighters in villages all along Israel's northern frontier today. But there was also action in Gaza in the south, where a notorious Hamas terrorist was killed. Aziz Salah waved his blood-soaked hands after the murder of 2 Israeli soldiers lynched by a Palestinian mob in the city of Ramallah in 2000. Salah appeared at a window with hands covered in blood amid cheers from the crowd, before one of the soldiers' bodies was tossed out of the window and beaten by the mob. The savage was jailed but freed from prison and sent to Gaza in a 2011 prisoner swap, but he was confirmed to have been killed by IDF forces yesterday. Also in Gaza, the IDF confirmed that 3 of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar's closest aides all died in a bunker strike 3 months ago. Evil October the 7th mastermind Sinwar now stands virtually alone as the last major Iran-backed figure standing, as the net closed on his own bunker hideout. Nick Parker for The Sun in Tel Aviv.